Hello, I'm Paul Stryer, co-founder of WhyLiveInDebt.com. I want to take a few minutes to introduce our budget calculator and show you how to use it. The budget calculator is an Excel spreadsheet that allows you to quickly see where you stand financially today and then create what-if budgets. This is a powerful tool for anyone that wants to finally take a big step forward in repairing their financial standing. Most people have no idea where their money is going or why they are still living paycheck to paycheck. The first step is to put your income and expenses into the budget calculator to get a full picture of where you stand. Once you know where you stand, you can make some changes in the What If tab of the spreadsheet and see what little changes can do to help your money last till the next paycheck. I hope this budget calculator helps you in your journey to getting out of debt and building wealth. I look forward to working with each and every one of you in the near future. And remember, each new day is another chance to change your life. You just have to find the right path. So let's get started. To start off with, we're going to learn how to download the budget calculator from the WhyLiveInDebt.com website. From any browser, go to WhyLiveInDebt.com. Next, click Financial Tools from the home page. Once you have arrived at the budget calculator webpage, click the free download button at the bottom of the page. If you're already a member of our site, click Login and it will fill in all the fields. If you're not a member of our site, enter your email address, your first name and your last name, and enter in the optional user information if you wish to become a member of our site. Then press Purchase. Remember, even though it says Purchase, this is a free download. Now that you have finished registering for your free download, you can click on the link at the bottom to download your file now. You will also get an email when you finish registering for your free download that will also give you a link to download this file. Please check your spam or junk folder if it does not show up in your inbox. Also, make sure to mark our email address as a safe sender so you make sure to get future emails from WhyLiveInDebt.com. Here's a copy of the email. Click the link in the email and then save it to your hard drive. Now that you have downloaded your file, double-click the file to open it in Excel. The first time you use this file, you might have to click the Enable Editing button at the top of the screen. You will notice the first time you open this file, there is example data in the spreadsheet to help you get started. Just change the name to match your needs in the yellow columns and change the amounts in the green columns. The yellow box has helpful directions on how to use this page in the spreadsheet. You will also notice that this page in the spreadsheet has three different sections. There's the income section in the upper left-hand corner, and then the expense section in the bottom half of the page. And then the gray box has your results. Now let's work on the spreadsheet to personalize it for your situation. First, in the income selection, I will double-click one of the descriptions and change it to match my needs. There is two ways to do this. You can do it from the bar at the top, or you can actually do it right there in the yellow section. Next, I will select the green column and change the amount for this person. Once you tab or click away from this box, you will notice that the summary will automatically update. Next, I will update the second slot in the income section for the name and the amount. At this point, I will continue editing the income section until I am finished with all my income edits. I'm going to jump forward for the sake of time. Now that my income is finished and my summary has updated, now let's do the expenses. The process for the expenses is exactly the same. Change the name in the yellow column and change the amount in the green column. If you notice, there are different categories such as housing or utilities. Just fill in each section for each category with the amounts you spend today. It might take you a little bit of time to finish this the first time because you might need to go look up your power bills and your loan mortgages and everything that you pay each month, but once you have it filled in, you'll have a good record in accounting of what you are spending today. Also notice that when you update expenses, the summary in the gray box above automatically updates. Also, if you run out of yellow boxes in one category, you can always put something in a different category if you need to add it, even if it doesn't match that category. Also notice that there is a column for due date. This is for when each one of these bills is due each month. Also remember, this is a monthly spreadsheet. So if you have a bill that you pay yearly, you'll need to divide that by 12 to put the amount on this sheet. For the sake of time, I'm going to jump ahead to when I'm finished adding my expenses. As you can see here, this couple's income is $4,800 each month, and their expenses each month is $7,642.45, which means they are negative or going in the hole by $2,842.45 each month. And going in the hole that much each month has to be a very scary feeling. I know because I've done this in my past as well. So now let's go see what we can do about fixing this negative budget. So click on the Budget What If tab at the bottom of the screen. If you notice, there are 3 columns here. There's an actual budget, a What If Budget 1, and a What If Budget 2. The column on the far left is the actual budget. This one you will not change. This one gets filled in from the previous tab when you filled in all of your monthly expenses. This way you can easily see what your budget is today as you change the what if budgets in the following 2 columns. So here you can make 2 different what if budgets, and on the right hand side you see there are 3 summary boxes, the actual box, what if budget 1, and what if budget 2, so as you change the numbers you can see how it affects your end results. Notice there are 3 columns that are completely filled in for you and should have all the information that you filled in from the previous tab in the spreadsheet. You cannot change any of the numbers or descriptions in the actual budget, but you will change the descriptions and amounts in the What If Budget 1 and 2. The reason there are 2 What If budgets is so you can try 2 different ways of changing your money and seeing what the results will be. Most people put a conservative What If budget in the What If Budget 1 and then put a crazy no borrows held budget in the What If Budget 2 and basically slash everything they can to see how they can get out of debt faster. So I'm going to create a What If Budget 1 by scrolling down the middle column and changing various amounts to new amounts based on changes I think I can make to reduce each expense. If I can add a job, I will also fill in new income in the top section. Once I'm done with What If Budget 1, I can also create What If Budget 2 and maybe go more extreme than I did with What If Budget 1. Remember, the amounts will still be your actual amounts because the What If Budget 2 amounts do not change as you change the What If Budget 1 amounts. So you will need to update What If Budget 2 to match what the What If Budget 1 is if you want to start from that point when creating your second What If budget. Also notice that the summaries on the right hand side in the gray boxes will update as you change each number so you can start to get a feel for how your budget is changing as you go along. For the sake of time, I'm going to jump ahead to the end of creating Budget 1 and Budget 2 and let's look at the summary output. As you can see, we have 3 budgets, the actual budget of what their financial situation looks like today and 2 what if budgets. The first one is a major improvement, but they are still going $200 per month in the hole. And the What If Budget 2 is very extreme, but they are now positive $1,200 per month. The second budget might have been extreme, like selling all the household cars that have loans and buying cheap paid-for cars, as well as selling other toys that have loans and insurance on them, such as boats and motorcycles, and even simple things like shutting off cable, reducing cell and insurance bills, and stop eating out. The object is to reduce your expenses so your income exceeds your expenses and use the leftover money each month to pay off your debt as fast as you can. So now that you have your what if budget, it's time to enact that budget and start working on making the changes needed to meet the budget's goals and use the leftover money to pay off your debt now. Lastly, I want to show you another tool that is available in this spreadsheet on the third tab at the bottom of the spreadsheet. Click Investment Calculator tab at the bottom to move to the new tool. The Investment Calculator will show you how compounding interest works while you're saving money. Again, the yellow box at the bottom will show you how to use this sheet. The usage of this calculator is very simple. There are 4 yellow boxes at the top. Fill in the boxes and the form will automatically update. In the total months, enter the total amount of months you wish to save for. In the start value, put in the amount you will have to start the savings account with. In the Invest Per Month field, enter the amount you will save per month, and the Annual Rate of Return field, enter the percentage of return. Remember, this field is a decimal format, so .05 is 5%, or .08 is 8%, and .10 is 10%. Once you enter your 4 numbers, you can see in the long column on the right how much you will have saved each month. This investment calculator is just a good way to see how much you need to save to get to a goal that you have in mind. The total invested per year is just that, how much you put into the account per year. The total invested is how much you invested after the total months is reached. The 15 and 20-year ROI is how much your account should have after that many years. The long column on the right-hand side will show you how much you will have saved at the end of each month. And every 12 months you will see a number showing you what year you are looking at. So take some time and change the numbers in the 4 yellow boxes on the left side and look at this long column on the right side and see how your numbers have changed. I want to thank you for watching this video, and as always, thank you for stopping here at whyliveindebt.com.